Hey guys, this arrived in the mail for me today. It is the Lanard Alien Collection set, and this set, because I am a big Alien 3 fan, includes the Alien Runner with a Lunar Rover bike and a Weyland-Yutani Commando. Now, if you don't know much about the Lanard action figures, they're kind of like the core. They're kind of like the knockoff G.I. Joe sets you used to get back in the day. But they actually have, this company actually got a couple of movie licenses and IPs. This included Con Skull Island and Rampage, if I'm not mistaken. I actually have the George action figure from that. But this set is pretty cool. They actually got the IP from 20th Century Fox. And like I was discussing in my last video, this is kind of a legacy left behind by the Kenner line, because this is essentially an Aliens playset aimed at younger kids. And yeah, like I don't know, the thing is, the figures and the colouring and the look of them, it's actually it's pretty cool, because like kids could kind of have their own adventures. They wouldn't necessarily have to play with the figures, or they wouldn't have necessarily have to have seen the movies to play with the figures. And yeah, it's just really cool. The box, the presentation on the box is exquisite. I'm going to be very careful when I'm taking it out. But yeah, that is the Runner Alien, the Weyland-Yutani Commando, and the bike he comes with. And yeah, the artwork on the box, I think that is Zach Howard, who worked on a couple of Dark Horse Alien comics. That's his artwork there. And just we'll flip it to the back, and we'll read the blurb. Calling all Colonial Marines, get ready to gear up and take on the most fearsome creatures to inhabit planet LV-426 and beyond in an epic space battle. The dreaded xenomorphs have multiplied in vast numbers, threatening the lives that inhabited space colonies reaching to the far ends of the universe. Gather your crew to take on, fight, and eradicate the ever-growing number of terrifying aliens. And again, yeah, there's just like so much detail, like the Colonial Marine logo, and there's a Know Your Xenomorph. I've seen this around, the Know Your Xenomorph poster, which is pretty awesome. Gives you a look at the figure there, and just yeah, the Aliens 40th anniversary, the 20th Century Fox logo, and the Lanard logo. And again, the box, the presentation on it is really gorgeous. So yeah, I am going to pause this video, and then when I come back, we'll have a closer look at the figures. Bear with me 1 second. And we are back, and yeah, these are the figures out of the box. So let's look at the Xenomorph first. And I have to say, I actually really like the sculpt on this. This is a really nice sculpt. Just the level of detail. And there's something about the ruby red kind of colouring on it as well. Just really nice. And it's a solid figure. It isn't super flimsy. The plastic doesn't feel very brittle or anything. It feels very solid. Not much posability on the back legs, but the arms, there is posability, and the head. And I think there is kind of a set of inner jaws there, but whether or not it'll pick them up, I do not know. Let's see. Yeah, that's him there. And it's pretty cool. It's a nice looking figure. Again, I'm just bummed out that it won't. Ah, there we go. Hey, you can kind of see the inner jaws there. And I don't know what it is, but I really like the kind of ruby red on the figure. I might actually add maybe a bit more red to him. So yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. Really nice detailing on the body. And it's solid. It is very solid. Not kind of as complex as the Kenner figures, but there's just something really cool about it. And the next part of the set is this guy, the Weyland-Yutani Commando. I think his face is slightly scarred. Yeah, he's actually got a fairly screen accurate version of the garb the Commandos wore in the end Alien 3. And there's also elements of the there's also elements of the kind of spacesuits that Ripley and Dallas wore in Alien. And again, this is a very solid figure, like, you know. Posability, it's not bad. It's not great either, but it's not terrible. Very good posability on the arms and the head. Not too gone on his kind of pulse rifle weapon. I might spray paint it, or I might replace it with something. But yeah, again, really nice looking figure. Just zoom in. This was probably a repurposed Lanard kind of commando figure. But again, really nice figure. And lastly, we have this kind of rover bike. This feels very flimsy, but I still like the look of it. The kind of stabilizers on this side, there's none on this side, but it's got the Weyland-Yutani logo. It's got a sticker with a flashlight, and apparently your man is supposed to ride around on the bike to try and hunt down the runner alien. So yeah, let's see if we can pose him. There we go. He is on his bike, ready to meet the enemy head on. So yeah, really nice kind of figure set. If you have kids and maybe you want to get them into Alien without actually showing them the movie, pick these up. There are two other tins I'm interested from this line. There's the APC and there's also the Queen Alien. So I may pick them up and I may review them in the future. But again, these are kind of a nice nod to the old Kenner figures while also kind of being somewhat screen accurate. And they're not super flimsy toys. They're just a tier better than the old core figures. Do any of you guys remember the core figures? If you do, leave them in the comments below. And what do you think? Do you think these guys are a kind of a good modern take on the Kenner figures? Or do you think that they kind of fall short? Let me know what you think of these in the comments below. And if you've picked these up already, let me know what you think. So my name is Martin. This has been the Trash Picture Show. And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.